Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm gonna go over ENSC today. Um, and I like this one, and I think this can be a good example of the kind of variations that you can find and that you'll see on multi-day setups. Especially when you're on the short side and you're looking for that backside. Um, so ideally, we want you can see this the daily. We want a multi-day run, and you want, every single day you want it to, go higher on bigger volume. You kind of want this big blowout extension day, right? Um, but on this one, you can see that, we never really got that. You can see that we really started from basically a buck and we ended up at $6. So the first thing that you want to notice is the percentage of the extension. This is a big move from a dollar to $6. It's a 500% move basically. Um, and then you get this. So and then I'll talk a little bit more about the kind of variations that we get with this. So besides this not being, a fluid motion straight up like, we've seen before in some of the other videos that I've done, you're gonna really need to look at the intradaily chart to kind of get an idea of what's going on here. So if we do that, you can see that the initial move really started back here. It got a big move up. Keep in mind that this is also a low float. After you subtract out the institutional ownership, this is roughly a 4 million share float at the time of the initial move. So, we get that first day, we get this nice move from a dollar all the way up to, 350, which is a big move already in and of itself. The second day, we get this, generally, in most cases, you get this push into, into these levels here, right back into, this $3 range. And generally, this, is kind of that last final, short cover, get the shorts out, and then it starts fading off. But this one held. This one held support, and that was kind of the biggest key for you to keep in mind that this one's not over and it can likely keep going. So I actually had this on my lawn watch. I wanted to take this lawn the following day after this action here. Unfortunately, the lawn happened without me. It shot straight up, after hours and pre-market all the way up to 650. Now, that move, basically at this point, um, we get a lot of shorts. If they didn't cover, then they either got out here or they're still holding overnight again. And this is actually kind of why this happened was because of the previous day. Shorts never really got a chance to, cover their position if they were, looking for a swing. So there's a lot of people stuck in this. So a lot of this is going to be, probably, I mean, you can assume that a lot of this action here is shorts getting blown out, meaning, getting bought in by the brokers. Um, and that is actually generally a good signal of, a great place to start looking for backside, because once those covers come in, forced covers, meaning broker, margin calls and things like that, there's generally going to be a nice downtrend. Um, in this case, I had tried shorting it this day here. Made a little bit, but as you can see, at midday they decided to kind of get their last final push, get all the shorts kind of out, and then it was kind of let go. Um, so you know, up to this morning, this is the only information that we get. So this is kind of what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this day here with a ton of volume. I'm seeing this huge extension from a dollar to $6. It tried to push higher, this day here. and it couldn't, and it failed. So the thought process is now we've got a ton of volume traded on the stock. It's shown us that it can't really. It tried, twice to push higher and it couldn't. So the next day, if we get a, if we're kind of below these levels and then we get it, and then we get a like a spike, a morning spike off of the open into, $5 or so, then there's a good chance that it's gonna have trouble there. It's gonna stop there and it's gonna end up gap filling probably down to $3 because that's kind of where the next support is, down at 350. So, and then we can see that, and then I guess we'll go over how I traded it. You can see we got a nice move. We were gapping below these levels, and then you get that move that I'm talking about right into this range, right into, off of the open. It goes, top ticks at like 535 or so, which is right into these levels from yesterday, which is perfect. It's kind of what we want to see. So, and that's where I took my entry after I started seeing it top out, risking the previous high of day. And as you can see, we had a nice, huge, quick, actually. I did not expect it to be that fast, but we had a quick flush out to $4 where I took off, half of my position in the morning, and then I took the other half when I saw that it just kept holding, so I ended up taking the other half off here. But you get this nice big move. This is almost a 20% move, so that was awesome. I did expect it to go lower, 350, $3. Didn't happen today. It may or may not happen on Monday. The way that it's kind of looking, it's holding this $4 level. So if it continues to hold and starts going higher, then maybe we get a third leg up through these highs, but if it stays heavy, stays weak, then we start falling, and we can easily see $3 in the next couple days, definitely next week if it stays heavy, and eventually maybe down to $2. But this is kind of an important level we're at now. It's we're forming a new base, new support level at $4. So how it trades around this level is going to be pretty important for next week. But that is how I saw it. That's kind of the different variations and kind of my thought process on this multi setup. It's not the usual. This is more of a short squeeze type situation, not just an average manipulated penny stock. It is a manipulated penny stock, but the way it traded was a lot of it was just shorts getting blown out. Yeah, so that is it.